We have been manufacturing for over 40 years. And so, you know, you're shopping with experts. And I think once you have the chance to actually experience what we deliver in terms of quality and then price point, I think a lot of you are going to be blown away and fully hooked and addicted to what we do here at Shop LC. So shout out, Linda has joined us. Cindy is out there. What's up, ladies? How are you? So here's how it works. I'm going to be walking you through quite a few lab-grown diamond pieces of jewelry. We will be featuring some really great quality, different colored diamonds, not just the classic white. I have a few pink lab-grown diamonds that'll be up for grabs, which is really exciting because when you think about diamonds in general, so keep in mind, here's the difference between the lab-grown and the earth mine. That's one of the biggest differences right there, what I just said, lab-grown, earth mined. Right? But what happens is with a lab-grown diamond, they have to take an earth mine diamond seed into the lab in order for it to be grown properly. The entire process of being lab-grown is simply so that they can protect that diamond rough and so that it can grow just the way it needs to without any type of distraction. You know, the chemical makeup of that diamond kind of alters and changes as it works its way through the Earth's crust, the Earth's surface. And so a lot of the diamonds that are actually earth mined tend to be what's called industrial grade. So the industrial grade, if you didn't know, diamonds are the most durable substance on planet Earth. And so a lot of times they will use diamonds to cut other things, believe it or not, which is pretty cool. So diamonds are able to withstand the test of time. But the issue or the things that we've run into as consumers, I don't know about you, but prior to my life here at Shop LC, I wasn't a person who walked into a jewelry section, saw the diamond and said, oh yeah, I'm ready to spend $5,000, $6,000, $8,000. Not the case. That is a lot of money. And I know a lot of us fashionistas, they say that diamonds are a girl's best friend, right? So why are they not affordable? And then they also say that, diamonds are forever. And so those are two things that a lot of us can kind of relate to. But the issue, again, is price tag. Well, welcome to Shop LC. Since I would say about 18 months ago, we introduced, maybe even 24 months ago, we introduced a lab-grown diamond collection here because we understood the vision and where the industry was kind of going in regards to lab-grown. So I'm going to put a chart up here in just a few, and I want you to see the difference between the lab-grown. I'm going to work my way through all these different styles and designs, and the best part about it for each and every one of you, if you have the internet, I would suggest you start doing research on lab-grown. Because when you see the price cuts that we're able to offer you, I think you're going to have that aha moment. And anytime you see a design you're interested in, when I give you the price and then the discount on top of it, since we're doing a live stream, you all are going to be like, I'll take that, thank you. Best part about it, you get a 25% discount, you get free shipping and handling, and you also have a 30-day money-back guarantee. There's also a little bonus when you shop with us on a regular basis. We have something called budget pay. So there is no credit check for budget pay. There are no interest payments on top of the budget pay. So what this is we discount the pieces, and then we do an in-house kind of a payment plan. It's not a finance plan. We don't have to run your credit. We don't have to check it. We don't need DNA, whatever. You know how it is. It's like, well, let me know 20 years ago what you did. You're like, that's not me anymore. So with the payment plan, ladies and gentlemen, you have the option of making payments without a credit check, and there are no interest payments. So that's always a good thing. I'm going to be breaking that down to you, not breaking you, but breaking that down to you. And I think you're going to be quite pleased. In fact, let's get the party started. Let's not waste any time. We're going to get into one of the cocktail cluster style designs that's up for grabs here today. And again, quality, quality, quality. We never compromise quality. The only thing that we're willing to compromise here at Shop LC is going to be the price. That's what we do best. We're delivering joy. Oftentimes we talk about, how to deliver joy to our family members. When you're family, we're gonna cut you a deal. We're gonna make you the best offer possible. And so here goes. First of all, this particular piece that I'm kicking off the show with, mind-blowing, and I'll tell you why. The actual quality of the lab-grown diamond material is going to be G in color, SI1 in clarity. So remember, just like an earth mine diamond, your lab-grown diamonds will be graded by color and clarity. So the lab-grown diamond material that's G to H is identical to the earth mine material that's G to H. Now, what is G to H? So diamonds are graded by a color chart and a clarity chart, right? And as you start looking at better quality diamonds in the alphabet, you get closer to that F, which in grade school, I don't know about you, but F was no good. But when it comes to diamonds, you want an F colored diamond if at all possible. You want a G to H colored diamond if at all possible. Because now we're talking about a pure white diamond that has absolutely no color, just light dispersion. And that's one of the reasons why when you walk into a jewelry store, you start looking at all these beautiful diamonds, and then you look at price tag and you think, what in the world? I mean, it's gorgeous, but I'm not ready. I'm just not ready. I don't want to spend that kind of money. How about $199.99? But you get a discount on top of that. So this is a 57-point lab-grown diamond cocktail design. You know it's fabulous, ladies. Let me come in a little more. Gentlemen, if you're watching for your sweetie pie, you've come to the right place, right time. Because Shop LC is in full swing with lab-grown diamond deals. And you get free shipping and handling. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee and a 25% discount on top of the number I just gave you. So let's talk. Where will 25% take you down to? $149.99. That is mind-blowing to me. Because if you're somebody who has done your research on lab grown, you know a diamond ring like this because it's still considered to be diamonds. The only difference is one is grown in the lab under scrutiny, if you will, right? They're going to make sure that everything is done right. That seed is going to grow properly into the color and the clarity that they want it to come out to, right? This is not, I hope that the Lord above provides us with the diamonds that, are in this mine that are near colorless to colorless. The actual technique in the lab-grown diamond arena is called CVD, chemical vapor deposition. And so they take that diamond seed under temperature and, everything else that you can imagine that needs to come into play when a diamond comes out its absolute best. That's what they do. It takes them about a month to up to 3 months to actually grow the diamond in the lab, and poof, you have this perfect diamond. So we talked about the lab-grown versus natural, right? The formation process. So created in the lab, you have the settings, the PHT or the CVD that I've mentioned to you. Those are the two processes that the diamonds undergo. The naturals are obviously formed naturally over millions of years under extreme pressure and heat. Now, if the pressure or the heat isn't right for whatever reason when that rock or that rough material comes out of the ground or it's excavated and mined out, it's called industrial grade. So a lot of this industrial grade material isn't the stuff that we want to wear. It's the stuff that they end up using for other reasons or other purposes. This is not that. This is that near colorless, okay? Shout out to Kelly. Hey, Kelly, congratulations. Got in. You go, Kelly. Shop one. You better. So $150 divided by, don't forget about that budget payment option. I'm going to continue to remind you about the budget pay option. Why? Because it saves you money. The next thing that I think about when I'm giving you the option of budget pay is it gives you an opportunity to trust us a bit more, especially those of you that have never shopped with Shop LC, right? This is an opportunity. This is a moment where if you landed on the live stream by chance, by choice, maybe somebody, sent you the live stream, liked it, sent it to you, shared it to you. This is a moment in time where you have the chance to actually take advantage of a beautiful lab-grown diamond piece of jewelry at the most affordable price point possible. So I'm going to take this off, and I want you to see the back of the ring as well. These are beautifully finished. You have quite a bit of texture down the shank. In fact, we don't always see this. So here at Shop LC, as I mentioned, manufacturing is our thing. So we have artisans all over the world that take part in the manufacturing process, but also the design team. They to me deserve awards I mean, we should probably look into that. I know I've mentioned that over the years, but the design team that's involved with making these beautiful pieces, remember the sketch has to be done in order for the piece to be made. That's where it all starts. It starts on paper. It starts with an idea in somebody's mind. They put it on paper, and then it kind of goes through the manufacturing process from there. It has to be approved. All things have to happen in order for it to finally make it to the show here. But this one, look at the cocktail design. Let's talk about how many diamonds. And as I share that with you, I also wanted to make you aware of something. This one features 57 pointed diamonds, so we're just over a half carat. It is 925 sterling silver, and we're calling it a promise ring. So whether you promise to love your daughter eternally, maybe your dad out there that's looking for something special for his little girl. It could be that, you're an auntie who's really close to her niece and you wanted to get her something special. Maybe it's your sister. Your sister's been, grinding it out, working hard. You wanted to get her a little bling, something that's going to make her smile, something she'll have forever. This is it. So let's talk diamonds. 27 of those diamonds are going to be lab grown, and they're all micro pave set. So a micro pave setting, excuse me, is a type of setting where the diamonds, instead of the prongs coming out, and they can be kind of harmful, if you will. I mean, sometimes with certain types of settings, it can scratch your skin, it can snag your garments, it can do all kinds of things that you may not necessarily be ready for. And it can damage, something that you get close to. So the micro pave setting, we're seeing a lot more of the artisans finish off the diamond pieces like that. And you'll see once you get it home, when you run your finger over top of the surface, anywhere on the surface, whether it be down the shank or on the top of the piece, nice and smooth. So again, if I run it over my garment, which we spend money for this kind of stuff, right? So we want the jewelry to be made right. We don't want any mishaps, if you will. So this is one of those designs that not only features the 27 diamonds that we talked about and the over half carat of diamonds, also the setting itself is perfectly made. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about once you get it home. All right, so we said 150, right? Are there any questions? Because if you have any questions, remember during a live stream, you can actually chat with me in the comments section. So if there's anything that you need to know that maybe I didn't answer as I'm speaking with you about these pieces, make sure you chime in the comments section. We'll be more than happy to assist in, making sure you get all that information you need.
Quick question for you, Jessica.
Question.
Would you like some water?
Thank you, DJ. Yes, it's been one of those days for me. I'm like, did I wake up with a cold? No, I'm not claiming it. It's like an allergy. It's a tickle. Thank you, DJ.
No problem.
So from top to bottom, this one's going to be a half an inch. That's going to be a half an inch. So we're not talking about a small setting at all. We're talking about a bolder setting that features the 27 diamonds. The more diamonds in one setting, especially with what we call pave setting, it looks as though from afar you have a diamond solitaire ring that's like 3 carats. That's what it looks like from afar. Now as you hold it up and you show it to people, people are going to be impressed because again, the caliber and the quality of the diamond makes a difference. And if we're going to feature lab-grown diamonds here at Shop LC, we're only going to feature the best. Luxuriant is the manufacturer of these diamonds. We're the manufacturer of the actual setting. So we buy the lab-grown diamonds from them in bulk at discount. And then we also, have our artisans and design teams that put these pieces together from start to finish. So again, vertically integrated, benefits each and every one. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Kelly knows. Congratulations. All right, so $149.99. Let me give you the budget payment option because you can split up the payments over 5 months. Yes, you can, with no credit check and no interest tied to that. And that's key. I'm all about that life. Like if I can get it, sign me up. If there's no interest involved, I'm there. So especially, if you don't have to run your credit, that can ding you in different ways. So this is an opportunity for you to say, you know what? So what? Look, $149.99 minus the 25% puts you at $112.50. $112.50. I can't even believe I was saying that. $112.50. Let me make sure I did that right. I have to double check my math. So it's $149.99. That's what I did wrong. I'm like, wait a minute, budget pays are $112 per month. Okay, so with the discount from $199, it takes you down to $150. You divide that by 5, we're at $30 per month. I was thinking like $112, that's a little high for budget pay. So $29.99 is your payment plan option if you decide to take advantage of it. All you have to do is click the link tree above if you're watching on TikTok. Look for the live streaming tab after that, and then hit the shop all button. That's going to bring up the items that we have up for grabs. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, you're going to put the word shop and then the number 1, and that's going to give you access to the current auction that I'm running. You get to see all the stats, all the details, and many of your questions would actually be answered as you look at the information that pops up for each piece. Another thing I want to remind you of too is the fact that we have a live streaming tab on our website. So let's just say you're somebody who's on the go, you're in a rush, you're in and out, it's lunch break for you, you've got to pick up kids, you're busy, right? We're all busy. If that's the case, when you go to the live streaming tab on our website, you see everything that I have up for grabs during the show. You see the prices. Don't forget that price also, you have to apply the 25% discount to it, okay? So like for now, the $199 that's listed on this particular piece is not your actual price, because as it runs during the live stream, we're going to discount it 25%. So that puts you down to $149.99 with a payment plan of $29.99. Thank you, DJ. So $29.99 today. You get your piece home in 7 business days. As soon as this is going to be you, like, I can't believe it. As soon as you open up the bag, the box, you're going to be blown away. And I think as you continue to watch the show, look at these earrings. You will probably fall in love with a few other pieces, and you're going to regret if you don't take advantage. I'm just giving you a heads up. You can't say I didn't tell you so. You cannot say that I didn't tell you so. And just as I would any of my besties, which a lot of you are that, you hang with us on a regular basis, you've watched the show for years, I'm letting you know, real talk, straight talk, if you don't take advantage of some of these pieces, you can't be mad at us if in 24 to 48 hours the price goes back up to $199 or even $249 on that particular ring. Right now it's listed at $199 with the 25% discount. We're at $149, and then of course if you decide to use the payment plan, it's a 5-month payment plan. Takes you down to $29.99 today, plus any taxes. Shipping and handling is free. Mwah. I know a lot of you. I mean, as soon as Kelly saw it, she was like, thank you, shop one, I'm in. All right, so coming up next, oh my goodness, for the love of the Lord. I'm actually a collector of crosses and have been since I was younger. I'm also a big fan of angels as well. So those of us that connect with the cross, I think many of us are always on the hunt for something new, something different, something unique. And with crosses, what's interesting about crosses is sometimes you can get them teeny tiny, sometimes they're small, sometimes there's, medium. It really depends. Sometimes they're plain, sometimes, there's so many different renditions and styles of crosses. This one is all about the bling. Okay? All about that beautiful bling. So these diamonds are going to be G in color, SI1 in clarity. Your carat weight is 1.65 carats. And we're talking a 16 to 18 inch chain, which I love. So one of the things that I wanted to point out here is you have the spring ring, and then you have a jump ring further in. So instead of having that long extender, you simply have the jump ring, and the jump ring takes you from the, let's see here, I think it's 16 to 18 inches, which I'm a huge fan of. Because for me, I like it when I'm able to adjust a chain, not necessarily longer all the time, but I like to go a bit shorter. Ooh, this is a prime time deal. All right, hold on. Let me put this on. So, there's a lot of sales going on. In fact, we're going to be doing another live. I will be staying for another live after this. If you shop at that big retailer, we do lives there too. So you have to check that out. We've got items on their website. But either way, we're doing what's called a prime time deal on this one. This one has 1.65 carats of G to H colored diamonds. This one features, you're wondering how many diamonds? I'm sure you are, because you have tons of diamonds in this particular setting here. You can see the actual size. I'll measure it in just a moment so we get the exact measurement in height and width. But in order to, kind of get you the information in terms of diamonds, I want to make sure you guys understand that this particular style of cross, again, micro pave set, so all of your diamonds are secure. You have 50 diamonds in total, and you also have an extender. So with the primetime deal, you have a 25% discount, taking you down from $399 to $299. So you're getting nearly 1 3/4 of a carat of lab-grown diamonds in a cross pendant. And this is going to be the link style chain I have coming up that also has lab-grown diamonds. I've just kind of pushed it to the back so you can see where the cross sits. But the really nice thing about this style of cross, which I love, is going to be that you can go shorter. Because for me, this style of blouse that I'm wearing today, I would prefer to wear a pendant with a shorter length chain. And we do have that on this particular style. You can actually come in a bit more if you wanted to, so that you can adjust where it sits on the neckline, which is lovely. I mean, you gotta have some options, right? It's nice to be able to have options. What good would it be if you had your favorite cross that you wanted to wear, and then you put on the outfit, and all of a sudden you see that the cross is sitting a little lower than you want it to be, and then you leave it behind. You say, you know what? I'm not even interested in wearing it today, although I love it. I would have liked to have worn it, but I couldn't. I just, I couldn't go with it. So this is going to give you that option so you don't have to leave your favorite cross behind. And then if you know somebody, crosses are such a great gift to give to somebody, especially anyone who you know is maybe going through some tough times. The cross for me reminds me of my faith. It reminds me of hope. It reminds me of the sacrifice that, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, made for me. And so it could be for faith. It could be for fashion, whatever the case is. Crosses are the most recognized sign of faith in the world. And so here's a closer look at that beautiful cross. I'm going to dip in the ruler so we can get the measure.
Dip it in.
Hi, dip it low, bring it up slow. Okay, so this is almost 2 inches. You have about 1 3/4 inches from top to bottom. And then I will measure it across. That's going to be 1 inch. So 1 3/4 inches by 1 inch. It's not a small cross. We're not talking about something that, is teeny tiny, definitely noticeable. And with the bling, the amount of bling, you have quite a bit of lab-grown diamonds in there. The bail on this one is perfectly done too. You've got a nice wide bail, so if you look at that rectangular shape and how much wiggle room you have in there. I mean, that's going to be key. Because with the cross being as large and as wide as it is, you may be interested in putting a paper clip or a mariner or a snake chain. It could be an omega. I mean, there's so many different styles of chains that would work beautifully with this. It does come with the chain, so you don't have to worry about trying to figure out what chain to wear with it. It comes with it. Is that right? It does, right? Yeah, 16 to 18 inches. After all of that, I'm like, wait a minute. It does. And because you look at the price and you think, can we really do that? $299.99 with the 25% discount. And we have the 5-month payment plan, of course. So if we divide that by 5, we're talking $60 per month on budget pay. $60 per month on budget pay. How good is that? Are you thinking about maybe a bridesmaid? Maybe you know somebody who's getting married? I would suggest sharing the live with somebody. Don't forget, like the page, share the page with your family members that you love and adore. What good would it be if you were the only one that was shopping with us and everybody who complimented you on, your jewelry, they were like, where are you shopping? Oh my gosh, tell me. And then you're like, I'm not really going to tell you. That's not love. You got to let people know about Shop LC. No, but here is the cross a bit higher on the neckline. And as I mentioned, in height, you have about 1.75 inches from top to bottom. The width is measuring at a full inch. This is shop 2. If you're interested and you're shopping on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, in the comments section, you're going to put the word shop and the number 2. And then up top, for those of you that are on TikTok, all you're going to do is click that link tree above, look for the live streaming tab, click on that, and then open the shop all tab. That's going to bring you to everything we're going to be rocking and rolling on. Okay? Any questions? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We're going to keep moving. Coming up next, we have these hoops. These are a very popular pair of hoops. I mean, super popular. In fact, the really great thing about Shop LC is that we have different avenues for you to shop, right? Different ways for you to tune in. We have a live TV show, which is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No matter when you tune in, we're live. Okay, there's no pre-recordings. We're not here, throwing on a videotape and then saying good luck, and there's no interaction. Everything is live 24/7. The live streams are a bit different. We're looking to expand to different platforms. We understand that a lot of you are not necessarily sitting there on the couch watching TV anymore, right? It's a scroll. So here we are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And I want to make sure you guys understand, if you're not watching the TV show, first of all, you're missing out. I'm just saying. I know, I'm straight talk. You're missing out because the discounts on our TV shows are sizzling hot. Big discounts. But you have a way to watch on TV without you having to turn on the TV. You can actually go to shoplc.com. Instead of going live streaming, you go live TV. Just an FYI. In the meantime, I'm always in hopes to see certain pieces that I love and adore I've aired during the TV show, and this is definitely one of them. These hoops are fantastic. They are huggy hoop style, okay? They're very glamorous. I mean, when you look for diamonds, even the lab-grown diamond material is going to cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And then you have just over 2 carats of diamonds here. We're talking 1 carat in this ear, 1 carat in this ear. And it's actually just over that because we're 2.15 carats total weight in the hoops. What more can you ask for, right? How about the right price? Which $399.99 is the price. I wanted to show you what a huggy hoop looks like. The huggy hoop will always have a hinge on the bottom. So it allows you to bring the back end all the way down. You have plenty of wiggle room to line it up into the piercing, right? So we're going to line it up, boop, put it in, and then it snaps in place. You can literally feel the snap. You know when it's on, and then what you'll do is you'll give it a little bit of a tug, a light tug, and you know it's secure. You know when it's right in place. So how perfect are these? We're not talking about a pair of huge hoops. And I mentioned that because I'm a huge hoop lover. I'm a huge fan of huge hoops. But these are going to be a little more on the smaller side compared to some of the other styles of hoops that we've done in the past. And also, glamour. There are a lot of different 925 sterling silver hoops out there that are plain, which are fabulous. But these are a bit more glamorous. These are lab-grown diamonds that are done in an inside-out way. So the inside-out hoop is not just about the gemstones on the outside here. As you work your way in, and this is not an easy task, being a manufacturing company has given us hosts a different kind of opportunity to see what happens behind the scenes. When you think about it, I don't know about you, I've actually tested some of these sales associates at the jewelry store, right? And I don't try to be too hard on them because I've been in the business for as long as I have been, and being partnered with a manufacturer, I know some things that they may not necessarily know about, not because they're not intelligent enough to know, they just don't have this kind of information that we do here at Shop LC. A lot of us hosts have traveled as ambassadors to show you behind the scenes looks at, manufacturing and sorting and cutting and all kinds of really cool stuff. So I'll ask a simple question. Where's this gemstone from? And they're like, well, let me see. It's like, let me ask. Now, there's certain gems that they know, like tanzanite, right? Tanzanite is only found one place in the world. But most of the time when you get deep with salespeople, really it's about the beauty of that piece, right? It's all about how you feel and your emotion or your emotions, they play off your emotions. Here at Shop LC, we talk about all kinds of really cool stuff. At least I think it's pretty cool. And the reason why I'm mentioning that is because, again, a Huggy hoop is not easy to manufacture. You see this hinge here on the bottom? You see how it opens up nice and wide? This particular piece has to be worked on before it is soldered together and placed into the hinge to allow, you know, the diamonds to be set even on the back end. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what an inside-out hoop is. You've got on the inside of the hoop the gemstones, and the outside of the hoop you have more gems there. So in this case, they're lab-grown diamonds. Let's talk about how many. You wondering? If you guessed, because I know a lot of you are thinking, okay, what are we talking? 1 carat in each here, Jessica? 42 diamonds. So you have 42 diamonds here in total, which is incredible. So we're talking just over 20 gemstones in each ear, all diamonds. And what you'll notice about the Luxuriant lab-grown diamond collection is they are all graded diamonds. Grading diamonds is key. The higher the grading, the more money we spend. The higher the grading, the better the diamond looks. So when you get into what's called near colorless, trust me, that diamond is going to look completely different from, say, an I, a J, a K diamond. Those IJK diamonds are murky, they're foggy. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of a piece of ice. Have you ever looked at your ice in an ice maker and you know how murky it is? It's cold, it's icy, but at the same time it doesn't have transparency, it's kind of opaque. A lot of these diamonds have that kind of grayish, murky nature to it naturally. Well, with the Earth Mind, in order to get your hands on the near colorless to colorless, you're going to spend top dollar because most of those diamonds, again, that come out of the earth are industrial grade. Nothing wrong with it. They use it for other reasons. And then the graded diamonds, they start making their way through the, you know, the system, the diamond system. They end up in a beautiful design, and then we end up spending a lot of money on it. With the lab-grown entities have an opportunity to take those natural earth mine diamonds into the lab, control the temperature in there, heat, pressure, and all kinds of other really cool things that go into growing that diamond all the way, and now you have the perfect diamond. So I say that to say this: your price on these, $299.99 with the discount, and remember with $299.99 minus the 25%, or excuse me, divided by 5 rather. I'm giving you discount on top of discount on top of discount. Good night. They might have to walk me out of here. Okay, so divide that by 5. There we go. $60 per month on the hoops. $60 per month on your hoops. You have 2.15 carats, glamorous, I'm talking glamour, right? Glitz and glamour, the perfect size hoop, and the hoop itself is going to measure 3/4 of an inch. So it's not even a full inch in the hoop. And that's a good thing. Because again, if you're going to a gala, if you're going to an event, if you're going somewhere where the outfit is a gown or super classy or maybe a holiday party, you don't necessarily want to wear larger style earrings. You want something that's dainty. You want something that's going to complement the look. You want something that's not going to be over the top. These are them. And you may even be thinking about a bride. If you have a friend or a family member that's getting married, or maybe you are the bride, you might be looking for the right accessories for your big day. Maybe even, perhaps you're wearing pearls and you've got your bridesmaids wearing a little bling. That could be the case. Maybe you want to get gifts for friends and family members. This is the perfect pair of hoops. Inside out, $59.99 per month, and then obviously after you make your 5th payment, you'll be right at $299. I mean, it's a steal. 925 sterling silver hoops, rhodium finish, which is a part of platinum. Platinum is hypoallergenic, never going to tarnish, so is rhodium. Very rare stuff. We use the rhodium over top of it for longevity, and the rest is history. You have a pair of lab-grown diamond earrings that you'll have in your collection forever. Forever and ever. Okay? Okay. So, on to the next one. Now, this is a big deal because I know a lot of you were asking for men's designs. We have a design here that I think many of the guys, gentlemen, if you stopped in today, thank you so much for watching. We'll get right to it. We won't put you through having to wait too long. Look at how sharp this is. Now, for me, when it comes to men's designs, there are two things that I know my husband looks for, and I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for him because, obviously, we're pretty tight like that. But the weight on a piece is important. The weight on a men's piece or a man's piece is important. Not all men are the same. I'm not going to say that that's like a blanket statement across the board because obviously different strokes for different folks. But when it comes to men's jewelry, you tend to see wider bands. You tend to see a nice heft. The weight is there. You've got a lot of texture. Not all the time. Sometimes it's just a plain band. But if it is a plain band, I notice that a lot of the designers will do something a bit heavier, which I think is appropriate for the guys. They don't want something flimsy. They don't want anything too lightweight. So if I'm describing your boo-boo, your sweetie pie, your son, a family member, check this out. We have a beautiful, handsome piece.
Yeah.
Okay, right?
Look at that.
Look at the muscles in that. When I see the shank on both sides here, I think about the perfect 4-pack. Not 6. Notice I said 6. 6 is asking for a lot. But like the 4, you know what I'm talking about.
It's better than the motto pack.
Exactly. Right. Sometimes the pack is hiding. Listen, it's all good. It's all good. It happens. But this, this says, I am a strong man. It exudes confidence. It just, you see how beautiful this piece of jewelry is. It's in yellow gold. So again, my husband, he prefers yellow gold over white metal. Some guys prefer white metal over yellow gold, whatever. It's up to you. But if that's the case, I have a 14K yellow gold over sterling silver, luxuriant lab-grown diamond ring. You've got these beautiful diamonds in the setting. And on both sides here, look at the masculine finish on both sides. Gentlemen, come on in. Take advantage. Because let's talk diamonds. You have 7 diamonds coming in at 48 points. 2.6 millimeter round cut diamonds. Those are big. And remember what we talked about for the guys. We want big. We want heavy. We want masculine. We want something that's noticeable. We want when you wear it for it to stand out. It to make a statement. And who says that the guys don't love a little bling? Gentlemen love to wear their diamonds as well. It depends on the guy, but this one is not overdone. This one is just the right size, just the right amount of carat weight. And in millimeter size, this one will be, from one end to the next, you're at a 10 millimeter. Perfect. You are at a 10 millimeter wide band. And that's what I consider to be perfect. A lot of guys, they will start with the 9 millimeter, maybe even an 8. But the guys that I know that I'm close to, like my brother, my dad, my husband, these guys want the 10 millimeter plus. And actually, my dad likes something a little smaller. He's a small guy. But, the other guys that I mentioned, like my brother, my husband, they are a little bit taller, not as my dad is just, he's petite. He's a short Puerto Rican man. But, 2.6 millimeter, 48 points of diamonds. And we're talking 7 diamonds here. Gram weight is pretty perfect, too. Is there any gram weight listed on this one?
No.
So we have pretty much all sizes, too. Let me give you the breakdown on the size here. What's available is the 9.5, the 12, the 13, and the 14. So those are the sizes that are left in stock. 9.5, 12, 13, and 14. So just wanted to give you a heads up on that. Those sizes are available. But all these pieces that I've been featuring are 5-star rated. Anybody who has purchased these pieces have gone to the website and they've written their reviews, and the reviews are in. They love Shop LC. Lab grown, lower cost, same chemical makeup as its natural counterpart. The only difference is instead of it being earth mined, it's lab grown. Lab grown helps the scientists control the environment so that nothing happens to the diamond on its way up through heat and pressure, which typically happens. That's the reason why you have so many diamonds out there that are not quality enough to be set into jewelry, but instead what they call industrial grade. That's not the stuff that we're featuring today. We've got the lab-grown diamond material that's near colorless to colorless, and we're making it much more affordable than everybody else out there in the market. We guarantee the lowest price in America. We know it. It doesn't matter where you shop. We want you to challenge us. We want you to look around and see what other people are doing. This one is $179.99, but wait, there's more. $179.99 minus the 25%. That puts you down to $134, ladies. If you're watching right now, you want to talk about timing? If you have a brother, a son, a dad who loves his jewelry, a grandpa, I mean, any man in your life would appreciate a great looking piece like this. 10 millimeter, $179.99. So the offer is there. Live 25, that's how you get your 25% discount. The word LIVE 25. That takes you from the $179.99. You get free shipping and handling. You go all the way down to $134.99. And then you have a 5-month payment plan. $26.99 is all you have to put down so we can ship it out to you. You have it in 7 to 10 business days, and the rest is history. You're going to love it. I'm telling you, once you get these pieces home, you're going to be impressed. One last look at that one before I keep moving. Again, congratulations. If you're just now joining us here on the live stream, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. I'm Jessica Maldonado. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all those live streams. We are out there. I'm hoping that you like the page, you share the page, you let friends and family members know about us. But keep in mind, these discounts that we're offering during the live stream includes the 25% discount, the free shipping and handling, the option of budget pay, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, the chain that I'm rocking now is up for grabs. This one is a beautiful, okay, this has diamonds in it, paperclip style with the diamonds in the setting. So this is a paperclip chain. It's got the rhodium finish, which remember is part of platinum. It's hypoallergenic. It's not going to tarnish. And for me, that's really important. How many of you out there that are watching this live stream today have sensitive skin? Sensitive skin. For no reason at all, you just break out, right? What do you call it? Dermatitis, eczema, rosacea. It could be a number of things. I mean, our skin is sensitive. And so the rhodium finish over top of silver is a nice way to provide you with the best of the best. It really is. This one's going to be 18 inches in length. The link itself, I'm going to try to come in as close as possible, but I'm also going to take this off of my neckline so I can bring it in a little bit closer in different directions. But isn't that classy? I mean, as soon as I came in to prepare for the live stream, I thought to myself, I've got to wear this one. This one is beautiful. So it features 2 carats of lab-grown diamonds. It is on sale. We're talking $799.99, but remember, you're getting the discount. So we're at $599.99. 2 carats of diamonds, paperclip style, and I'm going to go ahead and lobster claw clasp on this one too. So you have a lobster claw clasp. I love the way they did this. So you have, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what they did was they did 5 polished links, rhodium over sterling, and then 1 that's stripped and drizzled in diamonds. Another 5 polished links, another 1 that's stripped and drizzled in diamonds, and so on and so forth. So it's 5 links plus the diamond. And look at this. So the diamond setting on the paperclip here wraps all the way around the paperclip piece. So it's like an eternity style paperclip link that is, I mean, wow. You know for a fact you walk into one of those high, not even the high end. Okay, so one of my favorite stores rhymes with Stacy's. You know what I'm talking about, right? Stacy's department store. So that department store will feature heavy, glamorous, right? Fancy paperclip links like this. And your price point is more than likely going to be what? $1,000, $1,250. Why? Because the weight is there. Why? Because you have 2 carats of diamonds. Why? Because it's the paperclip design, which everybody wants to get their hands on. So there's so many things that kind of contribute to that price point going up, 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 and away. The other main reason is more than likely going to be because Jacques Blum Blah Blue, some red carpet celebrity decided to go into business for herself and start an accessory collection. And now her perfume, her makeup, and her accessories are going to cost you a small fortune. So this would be associated with one of those celebs. Here at Shop LC, we do it all from start to finish. You've got these fantastic paperclip links that are not too big, not too small. And your price today, free shipping and handling, 5-month payment plan, 30-day money-back guarantee. Your price is $599.99 with the discount. And with that 5-month payment plan, we're talking about $119 today. That's all you need to put it down. Okay? So shop 5 is the number if you're interested. If you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, you're going to put the word shop and the number 5 so that in the comments section a link will pop up. You can click on it and take a closer look at those items. Or you're going to click the link tree above on TikTok, look for the live streaming tab, and then open up the Shop All button. That's going to give you access to everything. Now, if you want to go to our website, which I'm always recommending you do, you go to shoplc.com, hit that live streaming tab. What we have live going on, which is usually twice, sometimes 3 times a day, will pop up. If the live stream has ended, you can watch the recording. So we list those recordings for 48 hours because that's the amount of time that you have to get the discount. So the discount's going to be available for 48 hours total. If you miss out, you miss it. So just keep that in mind. Don't be surprised if you see this paperclip link at $7.99 or $8.99. With the discount, you're down to $599 today. And of course, you have the 30-day money-back guarantee and that payment plan option. No credit check, no interest payments. You just choose the option of budget pay. Plus, this is a really great piece of jewelry. There's certain pieces of jewelry that are timeless. There's certain pieces of jewelry that you know will never go out of style. And I feel like the paperclip link is that. I mean, over the last, I'd say 5 years, the paperclip has kind of led the way in the fashion industry when it comes to jewelry and what's hot for the ladies. Sometimes you see paperclips that are thicker, thinner, wider, longer. There's so many different styles of paperclips, but the bottom line is the paperclip tends to end up on the forefront of fashion, what is hot right now. And it continues to be there. Top five paperclip is there. So might as well get yourself one that you know is going to last you a lifetime. Might as well get you a nice paperclip that has some diamonds in it. I think this is the new thing about this particular style of paperclip, because in the past, here at Shop LC, we've done paperclips in our Ever True collection, which is our stainless steel collection. We've done paperclips in our DeJoy collection, which is our sterling silver collection. We've done paperclips in our Luxuriant collection, which is our gold collection. But this is the first time I'm actually seeing the paperclip design with the diamonds in the links. So 2 carats of diamonds, $599.99 with the discount. Come on in. It's going to be a forever purchase. And that's, the really great thing about the live stream. You're right. What's next, DJ? I think we've got a cocktail design. Ooh, we're moving up in carat weight. I hope you don't mind a 1 carat, because that is coming up next. Shop 6 is going to be the number if you want to take a closer look at the item. Remember, in order for that to pop up on you and you can see more details in the comments section, put the word shop and then the number 6. That link should pop up. Boom, click on it. That's going to give you all the details that you need to know as I'm kind of running through this piece. All right. Oh my gosh. They didn't play around when it comes to quality. I think that we have a matching piece. Is there a bundle deal? I feel like there's a bundle. I'm seeing some bundles.
Not seeing it on this page.
Okay, because I see a matching pendant, and I also see a pair of earrings. Maybe just the matching pendant. Could you bring up the pendant next to see?
Do that.
I think so. So, another cocktail design that is done in a way that looks like you're wearing a 3-carat rock, just a solitaire from afar. And what you have here is 1 perfect carat of G to H diamonds, SI1 in clarity. $279.99 is the price on our website. That's before the discount. You're actually getting a 25% discount on top of that. So $279, oh boy, minus the 25%, that takes you down to $209.99. $209.99. So with that said, we also have a 5-month payment plan attached to that. So you take the $209.99, divide that by 5, $41.99, we'll call it $42. $42 is all you have to put down today if you decide to use budget pay. No qualifying for budget pay, no credit check in order to take advantage of budget pay. It's there. All you have to do is choose the option. If for whatever reason you have any questions about the budget payment option, or even some of these bundle deals that I may mention during the show, you can always chat with our personal shopper team. We'll give you some information on them in just a second. But yeah, sizes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's the really cool thing about the manufacturer. Buying directly from us, we make all these pieces in different sizes. Now, whether or not they're in stock for very long, that's a different story, right? I think a lot of people appreciate the fact that we do them in different sizes, so you can really nail it on the finger that you want to wear it on. On the index finger, it looks just as good. Isn't that pretty? I mean, the size of that, that's like the size of a dime. And if I were to measure, which I am, from top to bottom, you have about a third of an inch. That's a big setting. And each of the diamonds here are going to be round cut. Give you some info on those diamonds too. But the setting is done just right. I think you all are going to love this one. You see the difference between this one and this one. So the first option I kicked off the show with had more of an oval shape setting. It also had a little bit of texture down the shank. And it had some tiers of diamonds. So you had like a tier. This one is just one single level. You've got larger diamonds in the setting. And this is a little more carat weight. This one had just over 60 points of diamonds. This one has 1 carat of diamonds. This has 3.5 to 4 millimeter. The center diamond is a 4 millimeter giant. The others are going to be 3.5 around it. And then you just have this classic design. No tiers, just that round shape setting that from afar, not even far, I mean from a couple steps away, when you have it on and people see it, they're going to say, wow, she's got like a 2-3 carat ring on, right? Like a diamond on. And that's, in people's minds right away, that you can't help it. Diamonds are that beautiful. You're into it. You're in tune. When somebody walks in with a little bling on, it's like your eye goes over to it. That's what diamonds do to all of us. They're distracting. In a good way. So yeah, that particular piece is only going to cost you $42 per month. With the discount, this is one of the biggest deals we've had. Because what we're doing is we're going from just over a half carat to 1 carat. And we're $279.99, but that's before the discount. With the discount, we're $209.99. That payment plan option takes you down to $42 per month. Why not? You deserve it. You should have it. Who says that you have to wait for a piece of bling and, it's only when we get married? Absolutely not. You should be spoiling yourself and getting yourself a couple pieces from us here at Shop LC. Little bling doesn't hurt anyone. In fact, it enhances the jewelry box collection. All right, diamonds add beauty, elegance, glamour, and value to your pieces. Even the lab-grown diamond material. Lab-grown diamond material these days, pricey. All of your jewelry stores make it available. Is it going to be less money than an earth mine? Absolutely. But it's not going to be anywhere close to the price points that we're able to offer you here at Shop LC. So I'm hoping that you look around because this is the biggest trend. Everybody's talking about lab-grown diamonds for a reason. It has the same chemical makeup, physical property, optical property as its natural counterpart. Everything's the same. With the cubic zirconia, aka CZ, that's a different ballgame, right? Optically, so when you look at it, it kind of looks like a diamond, but as you get closer, if you take a loop to it, there are different characteristics in a cubic zirconia because it's not the actual diamond material like the lab grown is. Lab grown is the diamond seed in the lab, grown all the way until it becomes a beautiful adult diamond, and then that rock or rough is cut into pieces where we're able to really appreciate the near colorless to colorless diamonds that would probably, thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. Super pricey. You deserve it. Woo! Okay, so we have, good night. Every time I get to the top of the hour, I'm like, wait, we have like 70 pieces to get to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the good thing is we doubled up. So I have a pair of earrings coming up next. If you're interested in those, again, the actual ring I showed you, make sure I show you the right one. This one we just did was the 1 carat, and this one is the $209.99 with the discount. The only way that you're able to get the discount is if you put the live 25 coupon code in there. Because some of you are like, this girl's just making numbers up. What is she doing with the calculator? I'm calculating the discount. I want to make sure you guys know in the coupon section when you're checking out, if you're shopping along with us, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you decide to check out through these platforms, we do have an option for you to put in that coupon code, LIVE25, LIVE25, and if for whatever reason you're not seeing it apply, please make sure you contact our personal shopper team. It is my duty. The reason why I show up to work is to ensure you guys get the best deal, the biggest value you can possibly get for the money. Okay, here's the number. You may want to take a snapshot of that real quick. You know, sometimes, can we do that? Well, I've never done that during a live stream. But maybe jot it down, put it on your cell phone or in your cell phone. 888-835-2237 is the number. Personal shopper team's on standby. They are live. It's not no robot, nobody. They're on standby there to answer your questions. So, that's really important. Did we find out if that's a bundle deal?
Yes, it is.
It's a bundle deal. Okay, so I'm all about the bundle deal life. So bundle deals simply mean that when we make a matching piece, you get an extra discount if you decide to pick up that matching piece. So this is a bundle of 3. You have 3 deals in the bundle. Now, whether you get all 3 deals, that's up to you. This particular matching pendant is going to be listed at the same price as the ring. So the ring is going to be $279.99. This right here. Hold on now. See how pretty that is? So it matches perfectly. In fact, this is the ring top with the bail and the chain. The chain comes with it. Is that right?
Yes.
You see, it was like a question. The chain comes with it? Most of the time it does. Every now and again the chain is not included, but this one is. From top to bottom, perfect size on this one. So you're right at about 3/4 of an inch. Just under an inch. Not too big, not too small, but obviously with diamonds, you're going to be able to see even the smallest diamond from afar. That's the beauty of a diamond. When it's top-notch quality, it has light dispersion, scintillation, lots of bling. You're going to get the effect that everybody looks for, which is almost like, it's called light dispersion, right? It's like the light kind of goes in and out. It creates this prismatic or like this prism, this rainbow inside of it, and it's amazing. That's what you have here. In addition to that, though, there are a pair of earrings. I don't know if we have these on set. No, these are not them.
No, not those ones.
Nope,
no.
These are not them. So on our website, you're able to take a closer look at the earrings. The same exact style and design that you have here in the pendant and the ring are going to be the style of earrings that you get if you decide to get the entire suite. Now, the reason why I am encouraging this is because right now you get 25% off each piece. Well, if there's a bundle deal and there's a matching piece that you add into the shopping cart, it's going to give you an additional 10% off the bundle. So you get 25% off, so $279.99 for the ring, 25% off, $209. The pendant with chain is listed at the same price, $279.99. With the 25%, $209. So you add $209 and $209, and I'll go ahead and do that now. That puts you at $419.98, but there's a bundle discount on top of that. So each individual piece, we discount 25%. If you decide to get the matching piece, though, you get an extra discount. That's a 10% discount. This is crazy, right? So from $419.98, you get another 10%, $377 for both of these pieces. $377.98. We'll round up, $378. Yep, you get both pieces. So there are a lot of discounts. Now, as I mentioned, there's a third piece. It's not here on set. I apologize for that. We may only have like one or two in stock. That's probably why it's not out here on set. But if you have an opportunity, I would suggest getting in touch with our personal shopper team to see if you can add that to the bundle. Because the bundle deal with 3, instead of you just saving 10% on the entire purchase after the 25% individual discount, on the third item, you get the 25% off too. But then on the bundle, instead of 10, you get 15% off the total. So there's a lot to keep up with. I think once you get the hang of it, I'm somebody who kind of reiterates this kind of information so that you don't miss out, because sometimes we get so excited we check out. We don't realize that we could have applied a coupon. You know how many times I've done that? No, seriously. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've actually checked out all the way through, put the order in, and then thought, oh my gosh, I didn't check for a coupon. Went back and saw that there was a coupon. I'm like, no. So it's one of the reasons why I tell you over and over and over again, I'm all about saving money. We want to save you as much money as possible here at Shop LC. So please make sure you're taking advantage of the discounts. LIVE, Live 25 is the coupon. That is what you put in the coupon section. That's where you're able to see that 25% discount applied to the order. Here it is on the neckline. You get the 20-inch chain. 20-inch chain is upgraded because it's not the usual. The usual is like 18 inches. 20 inches, a little bit longer. And you have an upgraded lobster claw. It's a nice size. We provide that to you. It's a box chain too, so it's nice and strong. Don't forget that these pendants, you can always use the chains that come with it with some of the other pieces in your collection. I can't tell you how many times I've had pendants in my collection where didn't even realize that I bought a chain that was a little longer and then thought to myself, oh wait, I have that long chain, and took it off one of the pendants and put it on another. It's a game changer. A chain can completely change the look of a piece. Isn't that right? I mean, you wear an Omega, you wear a Mariner, you wear a flat snake chain, you wear a rope chain, a box chain. I mean, there's so many different chains out there. The width, the look, everything is different. So don't forget to use some of the chains that we actually provide you with when you buy pendants. It's always a good idea to think back to some of those pieces already in your collection. Anyway, okay, so remember, this is a bundle deal. You have the pendant with chain, you have the ring, and you also have a pair of earrings that we didn't have here on set. You have any questions, you're going to dial that number. Our personal shopper team will be more than happy to assist. 25% discounts during the live stream. Ooh, welcome if you're just now joining us at the top of the hour. We are in full swing. I only have about 55 minutes left in the show, if that. I just want to stress here, we've got a lot to get to, so I'm going to pick up the pace. But I will be discounting every single piece, including these. Look how pretty these are. These are floral studs, luxuriant lab-grown diamond earrings. They are 20 points. They have that kind of love knot, that Celtic knot design that we've seen elsewhere. $69.99. And we have it in yellow gold over sterling if you're interested. That is an option on our website. Could you click on that real quick, DJ? Let me know if the price is the same. It is. Yes. So $69.99 for either pair plus the 25%. So $52.50 for these, which is crazy low. I mean, to get your hands on a pair of earrings for $52 is insane. Can't tell you how many times I bought myself some hoops prior to my life here at Shop LC, obviously. Not now, not recently. Unless, of course, we don't have something in stock. I mean, there's certain pieces that I will actually bring in that I've purchased outside and say, hey, can we make these? And we will. I mean, a lot of us have suggested designs that we've ended up making here. So that's a really cool advantage that we have at Shop LC. And a lot of you send in suggestions to us during the live shows where we pass that along to the executive team and some of the artisans to see if we can make some of those things happen. So that's always an option too. But these, look how pretty. These are perfect. You have 10 points of diamonds in each ear. 10 points of diamonds in each ear. And they are beautiful. They take up the majority of the earlobe, but they're not overdone, right? You've got that cluster style setting in the middle. And all 925 sterling silver. If you wanted to go yellow gold, you can always choose the option of yellow gold. We have that on our website. I know for me, I've been addicted. Like lately, I've been doing a lot of yellow gold, wearing a lot of yellow and rose gold for the summertime. That's just me. But if you haven't had a chance to get yourself a pair that are in yellow gold and you prefer a style like this in yellow gold, go for it. Get yourself a pair. They're the same exact price. Instead of doing the silver, you just simply choose the option of yellow gold over sterling, and boom, you've got a pair that are coming home to you in that 14K finish. Is it 14 or 18? Got to double check. Either way, from top to bottom, that's going to be just under a half an inch. I meant the yellow gold option real quick. Let's see. 18K. Oh, good. So that's going to be 18K vermeil yellow over sterling. And remember, vermeil is a technique. It's actually a technical term that's used. You have to have a minimum of 120 layers, 2.5 microns of gold over top of silver. We start our micron meter at like 4 grams plus. So you're getting a lot of 18K yellow gold. These are perfect. These are a really nice size. So who do you know? Who do you know that's got a birthday coming up? Who do you know that is maybe in need of a little something to brighten up their day? You never need a real reason to give from the heart. You know, it's just that you're thinking about somebody. Shout out to Jasmine. Jasmine, good to see you. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you're going to stick with us long enough for you to see some of the deals I'm going to be featuring. So coming up, I'm going to move on. These are $52.50. The budget pay option on the earrings that I just featured is a 4-month payment plan. As I mentioned, rhodium over sterling. I'm going to bring them in again, give you another look, just getting them set up here on the earring stand. These are them. And as I mentioned, you can get them in 18K yellow gold over sterling or the rhodium over sterling. Up to you. But either way, with the discount, it takes you down to $52.50. You have the 4-month payment plan, which means you're going to pay a whopping $13 today. $13 to get your hands on it. That's it. $13 and some change. You have 3 more months to make your payments. In the meantime, you get to enjoy for the summertime beautiful diamond earrings that you'll be rocking 24/7. I really believe that. Some of these styles are just every day. Coming up next, we're going to do an over 2-carat band. Ooh, wow, 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 wow. As soon as you see it, the weight on this one, that's going to be key. Now, this could be unisex. Band style designs are worn by both men and women, right? You have certain designs that are neutral. You could easily get away with giving this to yourself and to your husband. You guys can have his and hers matching bands. Look how wide that is. And ladies, don't be afraid to go wider, bigger, bolder. Sometimes we do a lot more of the daintier designs. When you look at your jewelry box collection, especially my daughter, she's all about the small, demure little, I'm like, oh. You know, I'll show her the big one. She's like, oh, that's nice, but... So, you know, there's certain people that don't necessarily want the bigger, bolder. I always say step outside of your comfort zone. Do something different. You know, rock something a little wider, a little heavier, a little more carat weight in the setting. After all, we make it affordable. It's not going to cost you a small fortune to do so. So this one is 2.14 carats of diamonds, lab grown. It's in 925 sterling silver, and listen to the price. $549 before the discount. Before! Okay, I'm going to do that discount right here on set. $412. $412. And if I can put this in, like, go through the TV and let you just hold it for a minute, you'll be like, oh, I see what you're talking about now. It's good. It's thick. It's heavy. Look at the back of that. How nicely finished. You see how thick the silver is. And when we start measuring, if I were to give you millimeter size here, 10 millimeter, right at a 10 millimeter, which we talked about, a lot of designers will start for the guys right around 8 millimeter, and then you go all the way up. I mean, it depends on the guy. Some guys like a 10 millimeter, 11 millimeter, 12 millimeter. Some guys like all different sizes, right? Depending on the style of the ring. So this one is just right. But this one has rows and rows and rows of diamonds. 44 diamonds, ladies and gentlemen. 44 diamonds. The perfect size, too. We're talking about 2 millimeter. Oh, they're nice size. And you see how you have, let me count them out here. 1, 2. Gosh, there's so many diamonds. I'm like, wait, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. So you've got the 4 rows here. And these are the blinding diamonds. These are the ones that I was talking about when you look at color and clarity. Do we have that chart by chance, DJ?
Mm-hmm.
So from afar, I like to kind of hold my hand down and try to get under Kelly's message here. But you see the bling? There's a lot of bling. A lot of bling. I'm like, a lot. You know, one of the cool things about the just diamonds in general, diamonds have this way to, really interact with light. And so I can't tell you how many times I've had, whether it's my Luxuriant lab-grown diamond pieces or my earth mine diamonds or even my cubic zirconias. Yes, I rock a CZ all day. This is something that when you have your hand on the wheel or you're in the car, all of a sudden you're like, what is this light traveling back and forth? All of a sudden you don't even realize it, but all the bling that you're wearing is reflecting inside of a vehicle or inside of a room. And you're like, that's what diamonds are all about. They deliver a type of sparkle that is, it's impressive. It really is. It makes you smile. It lights you up in a way. And I'm not saying they're everything. I'm just saying that some of you are like, I like my colored gemstones better. And that's okay too. It's up to you. But it's nice to have a beautiful piece of bling like this, 10 millimeter. We're talking 2.14 carats of diamonds. What more can you ask for? Discount, yes. So instead of it being $549, it's $412. Okay? And then, of course, you have that payment plan. Are we talking 5 months here, DJ?
Yes.
Let's see. So 5 months, so you get to spread out the payments over 5 months. $82.50. $82.50. I mean, that's just... I've had a chance recently. We have a Galleria here in Texas, in Austin. There's always that, right? And those of you that live in a city, a major city, you can always find that Galleria where you know you're going to spend top dollar. You've got all the... the high end, everybody's coming with their big glasses. And there's a look, there's a vibe. And so even in those jewelry stores, though, now, you've got lab-grown diamonds everywhere. And so the price points on lab-grown diamonds, mind-blowing. I had a chance to stop in, and I kid you not, I saw lab-grown diamonds that were 1 carat selling for over $1,500. I saw pieces that were 2 carats. We're talking about well over $2,300, $2,500. And I'm like, my gosh. Then when you look at the earth mine material, I was comparing prices. What a difference. Even though it was $2,000 to $3,000 for, the 2 carats plus, you still have the earth mine material costing you $6,000, $5,000, because it's all about the color and the clarity of the diamond. And so hopefully you'll have a chance to do your own research, your due diligence. Once you do that, you'll be back for more. I'm really hoping that you are going to come back for more, because nobody can compare to what we do here at Shop LC. Being a manufacturer for as long as we have been, having the connections in the business gives us a chance to really pass on the savings unlike anybody can on planet Earth. It's not just here in the United States, it's all over. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys, however you communicate. This one is on sale, $82.50 times the 5. That puts us at $412.50 out the door. And everybody qualifies for the payment plan. You can't say that, I don't have $400 or $500. You can say that. I'm just saying because I know how it is. I'm on a budget as well. But the option of budget pay at $82.50 may be something you want to consider. And the gram weight on that one starts right around 5.5. I'm guessing just based on my experience because we don't have it listed. But 5.5 grams minimum on those bands. Just based on the 10 millimeter, based on the over 2 carats of diamonds, the width, the thickness, everything. I'm telling you, we put that on the scale, it's going to be 5 grams like that, if not more. So, FYI on that. All right, let's keep moving. We got another one coming up. We're going to get into our necklaces. I have a JCK Jeweler Circular Keystone Closeout. This is an event that happens in Las Vegas. Yes, we go to Vegas every single year to ensure you all have the best jewelry, best deals possible. So I'm going to bring the heat. I actually had this one last week, which was dainty and pretty. This is one that I thought about getting my daughter. $279.99. It's a primetime deal. I've got a primetime deal. This one is in 10K yellow gold. SI1 diamonds. Really pretty on this one. You've got a lot of perfect detail. So this is a necklace design, right? With the necklace design, we're not talking about a bail at the top. You know, the bail is that little opening that you put the chain through. And most of the time, you can take the chain off of the bail. With this one, that's not the case. Not the case. This one has a neck piece where the chain is soldered to the actual necklace itself. Let me bring it in. Look how pretty. My daughter's going to go absolutely bananas if I decide to get this one for her. She will go bananas. Look at the top. You see where the chain sits? You have the cutest. It almost looks like a little kiss. It's a bar style. SI1 in clarity. 18 inches in length. Spring ring clasp. When you put this around the neckline, I can't tell you how many times I've seen influencers with this style of necklace around their neckline, dainty, layered up with something else. You have options. If you want to go ahead and layer it up, you know you can do so. You've got some options here. Love the hoops. Just bought them. Hey, Noreen, good to see you. I'm so glad you got those hoops, girl. Those hoops that I kicked off the show with, they are fabulous. Thank you for popping up. I appreciate it. You know I always love when you stop by. I was talking about you on TV the other day. But, so yeah, this is that beautiful 10K yellow gold, simple 10 points of diamonds. The length on the chain is going to be 18 inches. And you have that really pretty bar-like design that goes straight across. Let me go ahead and put the, I'm going to put the ruler underneath of the bar, so you know what to expect. Because the bar is not huge, but it's also not teeny tiny. It's just petite. So from one end to the next, you have about a half an inch in the bar. See that? So about a half an inch. But this is in 10K yellow gold too. So this is one of our only gold necklaces. We have a couple of gold pieces here. Noreen, get ready. You know I'm bringing the heat now. I'm going to get into some pink diamonds. I've got some 14K white gold diamond studs, which I think you took advantage of some studs before, Noreen. These are 4 carat. They're coming up. First things first, let me do some pink and white. Let me do some pink and white diamonds. And it is a suite. We have a pink and white diamond ring and a pink and white diamond. This one is on sale. Not that everything's not on sale, but this, oh my gosh, $399.99 for this one. $399.99. And let me see. Two-tone. Look how pretty. 5-star rated. Pink and white. Art Deco. You've got the live 25 coupon code, $399.99, putting you down to $299.99. And now you have that budget payment option. So $299.99 minus the 20. Oh, excuse me. I already took the 25% off. It's listed at $399. So $299 with the discount divided by the 5-month payment plan. You're at $60 per month for this. That is gorgeous. I love this ring. Love, love, love. So you're paying practically nothing, right? VS Diamonds, lab grown, half carat, perfection. Rhodium over sterling, such a beautiful combination, right? The pink and white. So with pink diamonds, whether they're lab grown or not, they're very expensive. Anytime you look at the pink diamond versus the yellow diamond, the champagne diamond, your pink is always going to be higher than all of them. It is what it is. The chemical makeup of a pink diamond is so rare, so unusual, so unique. It is extremely sought after. Pink is feminine. Pink is fabulous. Pink is, very sexy and glamorous. And I think a lot of us ladies are drawn to that, especially with the sparkle you get from a diamond in the pink color. There is a matching pendant to go with it. So we're talking bundle deal. Is that one listed on the
Yes.
bundle? We also have a pair of earrings underneath the bundle deal too, if you're wanting to take a look. I don't have them on set, but this has another part of the bundle deal attached to it, which is the same exact style. You see the way the shapes of the settings? They're done the exact same way. The only difference is one is a ring, one is a pendant with chain, the other one is going to be your earrings. Gosh, that's so pretty. So pretty. In the pendant too, you have the X, the crisscross design in the bail. So $349.99 for the pendant. $349.99 for the pendant, which is not bad at all. Not bad at all, and you know it. Free shipping, 25% discount, budget pay is activated. What is that? That's your payment plan. Available to anybody who wants to take advantage of it. No credit check, no interest payments. Let me give you the price with the discount on the pendant. Ooh, $262.50. So $262.50 for the pendant with the chain, 20 inches. Nicely finished on the back end. I mean, it's a great piece. Pink and white diamond. Let me talk to you about the center diamond. And then we'll talk about the ring to the center. So the center diamond here is going to be a 30 point. You've got a third of a carat in the center all by itself. You have another 20 points of white diamonds. So the center diamond is that 30 point. And these are done the exact same way. So the difference between the two will be, obviously one's going to have the barrel, the other one has the band. But both of these are done the exact same way, where you have that almost third of a carat right in the center, 30 point, and then the rest coming in on those white diamonds. Yes! Now, we have a pair of earrings to go with it. Unfortunately, I don't have them on set, but I need you to check those out, because those are fabulous. The earrings are going to be $549, so $549.99. I'm thinking there's going to be a discount on top of that. I'm not too sure because it's not listed on our live stream. But if you go to the website or if you chat with our personal shopper team, they can give you all the stats, all the information you need to know about the earrings that match with this Art Deco set. So there is a pair. You have a pair of earrings back there, okay? So behind the scenes, we have a pair of earrings that perfectly matches the Art Deco suite. See if you can stack on the discounts with the bundle deals. It didn't hurt to try. What I know is that you're already going to get the discount on the second item. So you get 25% off the ring, 25% off the pendant, and then you have the extra 10% off that bundle. But if they add in the earrings, if you ask them, hey, can I add in the earrings to get an extra 15%? See if they can add that in, because, the more you buy, the more you save. I think they'll be able to assist you with that, which is nice. There's another look at the pendant. Perfect. All right, coming up next. See how many minutes we're working with. 25 minutes left in the show. 25 minutes left in the show, as usual. Time flies. So we have the studs coming up next. The stud muffins are next. Noreen, let me know if you want to see anything before I wrap up the show. I'll be more than happy to bring those forward for you. I was looking at actually a 10K rose gold diamond here. You might be interested in, but I know usually you look for the size 10. We can size this for you though. You know, we'll take care of you. Look at that pink diamond in the center. I thought, ooh, Noreen may love this. That's the largest pink diamond I've seen, period. And that's an Asher cut. That's going to be coming up. I thought that would be perfect for you, Noreen. And it's got the matching pendant too. All right, so before we get into that, we're going to do the studs. And I will bring the studs out and up before I put them on. Once you see, look, I'll just hold them up to the ears so you have a chance to see how perfect they are in size. Hi. Carat weight here, 2 carats in each ear. These are epic. They're screwbacks, so that's another reason why I'm not taking them off the stand. But I will put them up against the ears so you can, look at that! These are huge. I love them though. 2 carats in each ear. You want to talk about dreams coming true? You know this is a dream come true for a lot of people. That is huge. In a good way, right? The bigger the diamond, the better. I'm like, bring it on. I'm all about that larger diamond if at all possible, especially with the lab-grown diamond material we have. Lab-grown diamonds are the identical twin to their natural counterpart. How so? They have the same chemical, physical, and optical property. The only difference is one is earth mined, the other one's lab-grown. They have to take the natural seed of a earth mined diamond into the lab to create the rock or the rough to help it grow into the size they need it to be, and then they cut them, buff them, polish and fasten them just like they do any other piece of rock or rough they find in the earth. So that it makes it much more affordable. It speeds up the process. It's conflict free, and a lot of people just enjoy the opportunity to be able to go bigger, bolder for less money, and that's what you're getting here. So yeah, these are lab grown. They are in 14K white gold. And they have the screwbacks. So these are the knots that you're going to screw on to the back of the post. And they're in 14K. They're on sale, $21.99 with the 25% discount, $2199.99 minus the 25%, $1,640. $1,640. For 14K white gold screwback diamond studs that are not half carat, not 1 carat, not 1.5, not even 2. In fact, you have 2 carats in each ear. 4 carats total weight for that price. That is, you are stealing these lab-grown diamonds. Stealing them. $1,649.99. Are you interested in 2 carats in each ear? With the screwback feature, 30-day money-back guarantee. And you know you've got that 5-month payment plan, so with the discount at $1,649.99, I'm going to divide that by the 5-month payment plan you have the option of taking advantage of. You're at $329.99. $329.99 for 2 carats in each ear. 4 carats total weight. You deserve them. You should have them. You've got to see them in person. Seeing is believing. And I feel like a lot of people did not know they'd have the opportunity to take advantage of something as spectacular as this. With the screwbacks too. The screwback feature tends to be a little more expensive, right? Because of the added feature, the benefit. And the reason why that screwback feature is added is so that you feel secure. I have a nightmare story. My mom actually lost a pair of diamond studs back in the day. And that is got to be the worst feeling. I mean, I felt like sick for her because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you know, my dad spent a fortune on those. You know what I'm saying? To have to tell him I lost it is awful. So, you know, obviously a lot of us ladies were buying for ourselves. Screwback feature, confidence, secure. You're going to righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. That screwback design is put there in place so you don't have to worry about once you get them on. They are nice and secure. Okay? All right, we're going to move. Coming up next, we have an Art Deco style celestial gate ring is what we're calling it. Whoa! Be still my heart. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. That is the largest of all the diamonds we have today. And that is perfect. You know how many Jacques Bleu, blah, 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 blah. I'm just making up designer names. You know how many designers have pieces like this in their collection? And the type of money you're going to spend on this, Noreen. Okay, Noreen, 2 of them now. Now I'm like, now Noreen, you like the best of all things. So let me show this. Noreen, I don't know if you have an IGS. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You want to talk about perfection. Your nails are too long for what? Oh, the screwbacks. You're talking about the screwbacks, huh? Noreen said her nails are, I understand. That's why I didn't unscrew them. Because I would have been here like for 10 minutes unscrewing. No. It doesn't take that long. But still, it's nice to know that your 2-carat diamond studs are secure. But Noreen, we have this in all sizes. What size does this go up to?
Goes up to, let's see.
That's $950. Noreen, we have it in your size, Noreen. Up to 10. Up to 10. Look at that. $950 platinum setting. 3.3 carats. Let me move back a little bit. I know it got a little blurry. I got so excited. I'm like, look! But this is gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? I'm like, sign me up. Gosh. IGI certificate comes with it. What'd I just do? Drop the certificate. Part of the certificate. So let's give you the breakdown. I cannot believe this. Gosh. So in the center, that's a 2.7 carat. That's a VS2 E in color, colorless. You have 52 additional diamonds coming in at 53 points. Split shank. Ay. Love. Dreams come true. They really do. Guess what the price is today? So, listed $3,599. Not your price today. No way.
No way.
No. Not at all. We're going down.
We're going down?
In price, 25% off, $2,699, Noreen. I don't know. You and I, you've been shopping with us for a while now. This might be the one. It could be the pink one. But this one, $950 platinum, IGI certified, 3.3 carats. Whoa. The emerald cut all by itself is a 2.7 carat. That is insane. Insanely beautiful. That's what EFVS diamonds do. They've got me distracted. I'm like, okay, over here, Jessica. Over here. I'm sorry. Okay, so $2,699. You do have that budget payment option, 5-month payment plan, $539.99. When you know, you know. When you're looking for high-end luxury, you know. The $950 platinum setting is more than likely going to cost you more than $3,500. The diamonds, forget about it. Now you're well into the 20 grand. Even the lab-grown diamonds. The lab-grown diamonds are pricey. Remember, they're controlling the environment to ensure that you guys are getting some of the largest and most beautiful diamonds, but that doesn't mean you're still not spending. You're going to spend quite a bit of money out there on the lab-grown. Plus, you're able to aim for perfection when it comes to color and clarity. This is that. This is colorless. This is EF in color. And actually, this is E in color, not F. This is E. So it goes F, E, D. So this is big time, ladies. And also, another thing I wanted to point out, what size did you need, Noreen? I thought you were 10. For some reason, I thought you were size 10. But don't forget, we're going to size it for you for free. So if you're interested, we're going to do the free ring sizing. If it's because of the size, Noreen, I'm just saying. You know our bench jewelers can take care of that for you. So from top to bottom, not me. She's like, you're brutal. No, because look, I wouldn't be doing what I'm supposed to do for you if I didn't say, look. It speaks for itself. One more time. 2.7 in the center, split shank, all platinum, E diamonds, VS in clarity. You know you get the IGI certificate, and then you also have the free ring sizing from us. Make sure you treat yourself. If I'm just saying. So with the discount, $539.99 times the 5 out the door, $26.99. So that's almost $1,000 off the original price, because the original price is $3,599. With the discount, $2,699. You know you get your 30-day. You know you have your 5-month payment plan, and I want to hear from you if you decide to get this, Noreen, because you're going to be like, oh my gosh, Jessica, I know I said I wasn't going to get it. I decided to do it, and you were right. That's what I want to hear. You were right. I don't always have to be right, but this time I think I'm right. I think I'm right there. All right, so we're going to keep moving. Let me know if you have any questions on that. It might be the pink one, though, Noreen. It might be the pink one that's still in the running for you. So the yellow gold is coming up next first. If you're a yellow gold lover, I've got a classic 3-stone. It's a nice one. I love this set. And it actually looks like, I mean, we're talking about, 3-in-1. It's already soldered together. But you know how you buy the one ring with the trilogy design, and then you buy the other 2 bands? This one is on sale, $449.99. We have a 25% discount on it, $449.99 minus the 25%, $337.50, $337.50 on that. You have a 5-month payment plan, so we divide that by 5, $67.50 today. 30-day money-back guarantee and free shipping and handling on this one. 30-day money-back guarantee, free shipping and handling. You have 1.7 carats of lab-grown diamonds here, G to H in color. It's got the trilogy design where the 3 diamonds are larger. Let me give you the breakdown. We do have this one too in silver if you prefer silver. I know a lot of you prefer your 925 sterling silver, so I just wanted to make you aware that this is available in silver. So if you wanted to take advantage of the 925 sterling silver with the rhodium instead of the 18K vermeil yellow over silver, you have the option of doing that. But with the diamonds, you have the 1.5 millimeter, which are in the band, okay, on the sides. And then you have the 4.5 millimeter right here in the center. So that one's a 4.5 millimeter. The other 2 are 4. You have a total of 1.7 carats of lab-grown diamonds. Yes. We love you too. I mean, that, for the price, $67.50 per month, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. All right. So I'm going to keep moving on that. We have that one in sizes 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. I think the only size we don't have is the 9 in that one. But we might have it in the silver if you like that design. It's really pretty. Really pretty. Again, the center has the trilogy, the 3. That largest one is a 4.5 millimeter. The 2 on the outside are 4. And then you have the 1.5 millimeter on the band here, and another 1.5 millimeter band on the other side. Everything's soldered together. It's just put together like a bridal set. Okay? Alrighty. So we're down to the wire here. Just a few minutes left. About 16, 17 minutes. I have the pink diamond extravaganza. So here we have, look how pretty. That is such a beautiful suite. And these are Ashers. Asher cut pink diamonds. Matching pendants, so you know you're going to get a little bit of a bundle deal. Talk to me about the bundle down below, DJ. Yes. Okay. So let's talk, because the pink diamond is the superstar in this one. We don't see pink diamonds this size regularly, whether they're lab grown or earth mined, because remember, you need a natural earth mined diamond seed in order to go into the lab to create the rock in the rough, to make it bigger, larger, watch it grow, and really ensure that you've got the best of the best coming out of that pink diamond material. So the ring, we're going to start with that. The ring is listed at $3,399, $399 minus the 25%. So you're at $2,549.99. Very Art Deco. I mean, you have two halos around that, and then you have the band that goes down about a quarter of the way with additional diamonds. So pink and white, and that is gorgeous. I'm really feeling it with the colors that I'm wearing today, and I think a lot of us, we're wearing pinks, this is more of a neutral, but still, the pink is popping. The pink will always pop. So the size on this, huge. That's going to be about a half an inch from top to bottom. Half an inch from top to bottom. Let's give you the breakdown. The reason why this is at a higher end price is because the center pink diamond is as big as it is. That one diamond in the middle is it's 1.05 carats. 1.05 carats just in the center. You have 55 extra points of diamonds. I mean, beautiful. So 1.55 carats. The pink diamond in the center is an Asher cut. You have 1.3 millimeter diamonds that are a little bit smaller, also in pink. And that's where the rest of your carat weight is coming from. So you have the double halo in pink, and then you have the small diamonds on the shank that come down about a quarter of the way. Those are white. Most of this diamond ring is going to be dripped and drizzled in pink diamonds, and that's the reason why your price is a little bit higher. Also, the fact that you're getting a 1 carat in the center. So $2,549.99 is what you pay with the discount. And then you also have the 5-month payment plan here. Oh, hold on now. When I say 339999 minus the 25%, put you down to $2,549.99. Divide that by 5. So $509.99 is the budget payment option. And remember, you get the extra discount if you decide to bundle. Only if you decide to bundle. Obviously, with the pendant is sold separately, but if you bundle them together, you get 25% off the pendant, 25% on the ring, and then another 10% on the bundle deal. That's always an option when we have the matching pieces to go with. Okay? All right. Doing a little bit of a time check. So, this is what you can expect. Oh my goodness. See how pretty those pink diamonds are? From across the way. So the diamond pendant is $2,699, which is huge because that's an extra discount. I'm going to break down the pendant so you know exactly what to expect, because the diamond is not much smaller at all. The diamond in the pendant is 1 carat. It's a 1.01 carat versus what? The 1.08 I think it was, or 1.05 in the ring. So you literally have a 1 carat in the pendant, but yet you get a deeper discount, way deeper. We're wanting to make sure that, with the bundle, not only are you saving the extra money on the bundle, but if you get the matching pendant, instead of it being an upsell, we're lowering the price on the pendant. Price on the pendant, without the discount, $2,699.99. With the discount, $2,024.99. $2,024.99 for a 1 carat Asher cut pink diamond? An Asher cut. You know those step cut facets, right? The way they Asher cut. Here, I'm coming in. I'm going to show this to you from a different direction, and I want you to take a look at both the ring and the pendant. They go perfectly together. You don't want to do one without the other if you can do it. If you can do it. So 44 extra diamonds that are lab-grown pink, and then you have the white diamonds in the bail, just as you do down the shank. 1.5 carats in your pendant versus the 1.55 carats in the ring. So really, it's only a 5-point difference. That's it. That's the only difference. 5 points. And you see how much more money you're saving on the pendant? So that's our little gift to you. Gift to you. So both of these in the cart, 25% off each one, and then an extra 10% on the bundle. Done deal. And gentlemen, when you see this when she sees this in person, if you decide to get it for your sweetie pie, oh my goodness, she's gonna lose it. Crying over joy and happiness. Because I'll tell you right now, a lot of fashionistas are not expecting pink diamonds. I mean, we've seen them, we've heard of them, but we know how expensive they are. And I just, when you see them in person, especially a 1 carat Asher, you go, mind blown. But you deserve it. You definitely deserve it. So 1.5 carats versus the 1.55. Now, the only thing with the pendant, it doesn't come with the chain. That's the only thing. Or does it? No. Does not come with the chain, but it is set in 10K rose gold. You do have the 1 carat Asher cut in the pendant. And then, of course, you have the additional 1/2 carat of pink diamonds and white diamonds in the bail. So, yeah, that is an option. And it's such a great way to spoil yourself. You know, if you've done a lot of lab-grown diamonds or just have a few diamonds in your collection, you've been wanting to kind of switch things up a bit and get yourself a different color. Pink or yellow or champagne, in my opinion, the way to go. Pink is always going to be the most expensive. Yellow is second, and then the champagne. You can always check out our website for other specials on those colors. We do feature all 3 colors here at Shop LC. You got to check it out. All right, we're going to move. I've got 2 more pieces left. And these are the little cuties. These are solitaire pink. Speaking of pink, I have a 55-point pink diamond. This one's in rhodium over sterling. And then I have a 55-point pink diamond pendant to go with it. They are such a good size. Just over a 1/2 carat. I mean, typically what happens is with solitaire diamonds here in the United States, because of how costly they can be, especially when you move into the colored diamonds, and the white diamonds. I mean, it is what it is. We tend to have 1/4 of a carat, 1/3 of a carat, maybe 1/3 of a carat. But as you start getting larger in the diamond, especially when it's a pink diamond, price goes up, up, up and away. Guess how much this one is? $499.99. $499.99. What are you getting for that? The perfect size. I love this setting too. Look at this setting. Are you able to see that? This is claw set with diamonds in the gallery. Let me see if I can bring in a little more. See how nice and tall that is? That is such a beautiful setting. Perfect. So that is a 55-point round brilliant cut over 1/2 carat. Round brilliant cut sizes 6 through 10 are available. And we also have the matching pendant to go with it. Is that a bundle deal? Yes. We have a bundle, ladies and gentlemen. We have a bundle. It's a 3-piece bundle, actually. So I don't have the earrings out here on set, but anytime you shop with us and there's an additional piece that goes with it, you always want to contact our personal shopper team to see if you're able to include that in the bundle. I can't guarantee it because it's not scheduled during the live stream. I can only guarantee the pieces that are actually in the live stream, but you see the bundle there. So I would suggest you take advantage because you might even want to try it online because you've got the 25% discount. I would definitely check it out, add them into your shopping cart, and you get the extra 15% off the entire bundle. So when you bundle, I want to reiterate, each item is sold separately, but then you put them in the shopping cart. So each item 25%, 25%, 25%. That's the first thing that happens because every single item we're offering you a 25% discount on. If it's a bundle deal, if it's a matching piece and it's a two-piece bundle, it's an extra 10%. If it's a three-piece, then you get an extra 15% on top of the 25, 25, 25. So you definitely want to investigate that and see, if that's going to work for you with your budget. And then you have the budget pay. So the ring is listed at $499.99. That's it. Plus the 25% discount. So you get the pink diamond for $375. $375 for that pink diamond. Isn't that pretty? And remember, the gallery is where your additional diamonds sit up nice and high. Gorgeous. So there's the ring. And then, of course, you have the matching pendant to go with it. You have the perfect matching pendant to go with it. I'm going to bring that in. The pendant comes with the chain. Oh, this is so pretty. And it's not over the top here. Your pendant's carat weight is pretty much the same. 55 points in that center diamond. Also the setting, the way the diamonds wrap around the gallery. You've got diamonds that wraps around the actual setting for the diamond in the pendant. So it's the same. You have the same detail. So pretty. This one comes with the chain, 20 inches. And of course, this one comes with that extra bundle deal discount. So 25% off each one. My. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Now, if you had any questions, I always recommend and I encourage you while we're in the midst of these shows, these live stream shows, you have a comment section. You can always ask us a question to ensure you're getting all the answers that you need before we wrap up these live streams. You definitely want to check out, what's available in terms of bundle deals, what types of discounts you're able to apply in addition to what you're already getting. And then free shipping, 25% discount, budget pay, which is the payment plan we offer you, no credit check, no interest payments. There's a lot to think about. If you were interested in any of these items, go back, take a look at them. You can always go to shoplc.com. Don't forget we are doing, isn't there the gem workshop coming up? Mm-hmm. So the gem workshop is something that's going to be coming up. I want to put that information on screen real quick so you know that if you're in the local area, you can actually pass by here. The studios for Shop LC is going to be open to the public, to our family members. And that'll happen on July the 18th. It's a Friday from 2 to 6. The location, all that information is going to be on our website. But Gem Fest is where you get to meet the host, you get to walk the studio, you get to see the TV side, all kinds of really cool stuff. You've got food, you have a workshop where I think it's going to be Becky and Cheryl teaching a little bit on gemstones. We have our bench jewelers that can help size and fix jewelry. So you'll definitely, if you're in the area or the surrounding area to Austin, like Dallas or Houston or anywhere in between, San Antonio, make sure you drive out and join us for that. Any information that you need about that, you can always find on our website or you can chat with our customer care team. They'll be more than happy to assist, all right? Again, it's been a pleasure serving you. I am Jessica Maldonado. You're watching the Shop LC live stream, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been a good time. Take care. God bless. I'll see you next time.